It's your girl, Fat Kaee, the host of the show.
And I'm Nicole, your host with the most.
And you're on the line with the Phat Girls.
On today's episode, we're going to be talking about why we started this movement, what you can expect to see from us, and how to live fat on purpose. So let's get into it. Kaee, tell us all about the Phat Girls mission.
My Phat Girl mission is that I started Phat Girls Pretty Healthy and Thriving because I needed community, right? Because there was a disconnect between the women that I saw on social media and online compared to women that actually look like me. So I wanted to start a community online specifically to showcase other fat women and showing the world, aka bone thugs, aka skinnies, that we really out here living our best fucking lives, and everything that they think about us isn't always true. And so I wanted to stop that stigma behind the word fat. And so I changed the F and put a PH, baby. That's really what it was. And also, I wanted to mainly really just encourage plus size women that regardless what size you are, whether that's a 1X or a 6X, that you deserve to show off your body and to live happily and show people that you really are that girl at any fucking size. Because that's really what the body positivity movement started off as. I know it's evolved over the years and stuff, but we need to get back to the basics, okay? And so this is why we are fighting against the negative stereotypes and reclaiming the word fat, because we are pretty healthy and thriving, and that's on period.
I definitely agree, and my Phat Girls mission is similar. I just really want to show the fat community that there's so much more to us and that we're not defined by how our body looks, our shape, our size, our weight, any of that. So many of us spend a lot of our life waiting to be richer, smarter, prettier, healthier, but why cannot not start now? We're already pretty healthy and thriving, and I want to see more fat women living their authentic fat life.
That part, exactly. Thank you, Maya. And honestly, when we said what is our Phat Girl mission, that is very heavy on the R-O-U-R, because over here at Phat Girls, it's not just me telling you what our mission is. Mama, I want you to really take in this movement and make it your own, okay? So down in the comments, take a break for a second, check in with us Phat Girls, and let us know, what is your Phat Girl mission? If you could sit down right now and plan it out, what is your fat mission to the world? What is the thing that you're telling a big fuck you to society, bone thugs, aka skinnies, right now?
That was tea. That was so tea.
People constantly ask me, Kaee, what does fat really mean? You know, PHAT. What does that really mean? So pretty healthy and thriving, in my opinion, is that simply plus size women aren't just a pretty fucking face. Okay, I'm gonna break down each letter for you, especially for you bone thugs, because I know you guys are a little bit slow and your attention span is real short. Okay, so pretty isn't just face value. Okay, it goes a lot deeper than that. Okay, my soul, my spirit, my character, my integrity, my morals, my beliefs are pretty as fuck, okay? And that's why they really be mad, mama, is because they really want the secret sauce, and we're not giving it out for free like SpongeBob, okay? And H is for healthy, because you know they be all up in our comment section talking about, I'm doctor now, let me come book you for surgery. Like, the fuck? I didn't ask you if I'm healthy. I'm claiming that I'm healthy, because healthy isn't just about weight. Okay, there's mental health, there's physical health, spiritual health. There's so many different aspects of this. There's layers to this, mama, okay? And that's literally what this whole pod is about, that there's layers to Phat Girls. Being fat is not my only identity, but I'll digress. But yes, healthy comes in so many ways. It's not just about our weight. At the end of the day, being healthy is a mindset. Okay, and if I say I'm healthy, bitch, I'm healthy. If you call that delusional, then I guess I'm delusional, mama. We are the fucking blueprint, okay? At the end of the day, people want fat titties, a fat ass, but not the fat gut that matches. Hello? The math is not mathing. No, you're getting everything fat over here, okay? And thriving? Yeah, mama. My life is thriving. I'm blessed. My life is abundant, okay? Every plus size woman I've ever met is either a wife, a homemaker, a stay-at-home mom, a business owner, a CEO. Like, we have so many layers to us. People really think that our whole identity is just wrapped around food, and that's all we do all day. And I get it. You guys see 600-pound life and 1,000-pound sisters, and you guys think, oh, every fat person must be like that. Just like you think all blacks are like too, but we won't get into that. That's what pretty healthy and thriving really stands for. And I want to make sure that you guys know that, because I don't want you guys to just think like, oh, she just took the word back and that's it. No, there's real meaning behind this. Mama, I'm not just pretty, I got brains too, okay?
For me, what pretty healthy and thriving means is just reclaiming that word, turning it from a negative to a positive, in the sense of we're not just fat physically, but again, we're what? Pretty, healthy, and thriving. So I just
Period.
really truly want to see each and every fat person out there reclaim that word.
And that is a great segue into, why did you start this movement? Why is it not just a business plan? Why is it more of a movement? And so for me, I created this community with over 100 plus size women, period. I have a lot of fat friends. Get the fuck away from these bone thugs, okay? No hate, no shade to them, but you need a fat bitch in your life as a friend if you're a fat girl. Like, you just do, okay? There's so many things that you guys can relate on and talk about that you don't have to over explain, you know? Like, it's just that simple, but I'll digress. But yeah, I had over 100 women actually apply. I did a Discord that I wanted fat girls to be a part of. Like I said, this really started off as like plus size content creators, because I was trying to get into my content bag, as we all are, right? And so I created a Discord for all like-minded women to come together and try to see, like, okay, if you have 100 bitches every time you post, that means you got 100 likes, 100 comments, 100 shares, right?
Period.
And so that's where that all started. But then now it's turned into something so much more beautiful, with On the Line podcast. And also, I am starting a clothing brand out of this as well. And so I was like, everything got to marinate and like mix together. You know what I mean? And so that's why I started this movement. Was, if you are just trying to get into your content bag and you need other plus size friends to help boost your content, or just talk to about content and explain it, because girl, I know I don't have a lot of people in my life that I can talk about this in my real IRL life. You know what I mean? And so it's nice to have other plus size women that you can talk to about the things that you're currently going through, and talk about fat issues too, because not everybody wants to share their fat experience online. Okay. And so it's nice to be able to call up your homegirl and be like, girl, this isn't just your favorite show or your favorite plus size podcast. And we're really building community here to just help other plus size women know that they are chosen, they are heard, and they are fucking seen.
Exactly. And for me, I was in a very similar position, and I was one of the people so lucky to be part of Kae's Discord server, and I was just looking for community. I felt like I couldn't see people who looked like me online. I definitely couldn't connect with them. I was looking for a space where I could be myself, I could feel heard, I could relate to people and they could relate to me. And so I could not be more pleased with the opportunities that I've been presented and with the way that I've just grown personally. This really is a community.
Yeah. And I know a lot of women always say like, oh, I'm a girl's girl. No, I like fat bitches who support other fat bitches. Okay. That's the type of bitch I am. And when I say bitch, I mean cunt. Cause like, it's okay to be a fat bitch, babe. Be yourself. That's literally all this is about, is just being yourself and having fun while you're doing it.
So the next thing we want to get into is, how do you be fat on purpose? We already talked about what that means, but what does that look like? So for me personally, I am fat on purpose by living authentically, by being myself, by choosing to just experience things now, not waiting for permission, not waiting for people to
That
be happy
motherfucking part.
with how I look. I am who I am, and I am authentically myself. And I'm starting to get comfortable with taking up space and continuing to take up space, because we all deserve to live in the moment, be here as we are, without having to change anything about ourselves. So now I want to know, what is Miss CEO's way of being fat on purpose?
Yeah, pressure, no pressure. I think for me, it's really like how you said, like, I want to break it down into two parts. So the first part for me is really being a fat rebel, right? Like, I love wearing cunty shit that people say that I'm not supposed to wear as a fat bitch. Like, that shit gets my coochie so fucking wet. Like, you don't even know. I'd be like, yes, I got my titties out, I got my arms out. Like,
And
you
what
can see
about
the
it?
cellulite. Like, bitch, you love it. Take a fucking picture, babe. Because what? Like, I love doing that, which is crazy, because I would say when I was on my journey, because that's the second part I wanted to say, just like you said, like, you're learning. All of this is learning, babe. nobody's fucking perfect.
Yes.
Like healing and learning to love your body and being part of a body positive movement, there's no perfect way to do it. There's not a bad fat and good fat over here. I know some other places there's bad and good fats, but not over here in the Phat Collective, okay?
That
I just wanted to drop that
part.
on y'all. That's what we're gonna be calling you guys. You like the nickname? I
Yes.
love giving people nicknames that I fuck with, so I fuck with you. But yeah, like that's one thing. There's no bad way to be a good fat or a bad fat. Like there's just really not. You're constantly learning, you're constantly growing, and like this is a journey. Loving your body is a fucking journey, bitch. And even though I constantly preach I love my body, bitch, look, let me tell you, there are days where I wake up and I'm like, oh my God, like what is this? You know, and like I have imposter syndrome in my own body physically, you know, and body dysmorphia comes up, and I'll have like ED triggers, you know, there's just so many elements that will cause me to have bad body days. And there's nothing wrong with that. That doesn't make me a bad body positive influencer, like, or content creator, right? Because I hate the word influencer, if I'm being honest. And so that doesn't like that doesn't correlate. You know what I mean? All things can be true. Two things can be true at once. And so for me, the journey has really been just like really finding out things that I love about myself and then just showing up authentically, like Maya said, and showing the world that like being a fat rebel means, like I said, wearing the things that normally aren't conventional for our body sizes, our body types, eating in public. Like I just love doing fat shit. You know what I mean? Like just literally being outside, being in person, taking up space. Even like when people are walking in stores and stuff, bitch, I don't move to the side anymore. You know, like, you know, when you're in Ross
Nope.
or TJ's Maxx and you're just shopping and somebody's always in your fucking way and you're like, bitch, I'm big as fuck. I know you see me. Why aren't you fucking moving? Like, real shit.
Right.
No, I used to shrink myself in those little small ways too and be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And constantly apologizing for my body simply taking up space. Do skinnies or bone thugs do that? No, bitch, they
No.
don't. They don't. And so over here, I make sure that I don't care where I'm at, I'm constantly taking up space. I'm hitting people's little abuelitas and grandmas. I'm sorry, bitch. You saw my big ass titties when I was walking. That's on you. Get up. I hope you're okay. Have a nice day. Bye. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, it's in everything that you do. It's in your verbiage. It's in how you speak to yourself, talking to yourself in a positive way and not saying like, I don't know. For me, I grew up Black and Puerto Rican. And so I know a lot of the times in our culture, you know, how do I say this? We make fun of our trauma. You know what I mean? We'll be like, oh yeah, like, oh, my fat ass or fat this or fat that. And I definitely do still say that. I literally just said it. But I don't say it in such a negative way, the way that I used to. I know when I was younger, I used to like try to make fat jokes before skinny people would say it. You know what I mean? And it still hurt. And so now I don't do that anymore. I don't talk down upon myself. I don't sit there and degrade my body because at the end of the day, she birthed 3 whole babies, okay, and got me to be 30 years old, something that millions of people did not get to do. And so I honor her and I cherish her. And that's how the fuck I say I live fat on motherfucking purpose on a daily basis, okay?
I love
Period.
that. I love that.
Before we say goodbye, I do want to leave you guys with some crumbs, some breadcrumbs, okay? No pun intended, because why does society always want us to just eat on these damn breadcrumbs that they give us? But we'll talk about that on another episode, okay? But for real, so I want you guys to know what to expect when it comes to On the Line podcast. We're going to be raw, we're going to be unfiltered. I'm a sailor, I be cussing like a motherfucker, okay? And I don't always get everything politically correct, okay, except for the shit that matters. Okay, if you know, you know, because I'm not gonna say too much. But I will fuck up sometimes. Maya will fuck up sometimes. Y'all will fuck up sometimes. But that's what being part of a family and a community is. Okay, you live and you learn and you grow. Okay, and when you know better, you do better. When you do better, you just do it. All right, and so. We'll be talking about different advice, statistics. We'll be pulling up them receipts, okay? Because I love a good screenshot and a receipt, mama, okay? And then we also will be having different segments throughout each episode that might change or might stay the same. I don't fucking know. We're just doing this shit, okay? And then we also will have some fun games as well because who wants to just listen to somebody talk all the time? We got to get the tea. We got to get the cheese man all the
That
time.
part.
So this is definitely going to be a space that we're going to be having fun. We'll have things that engage the audience as well. We'll also have a Fat Girl hotline. calling in specifically to the Fat Girl hotline, okay? We'll make sure it's down in the comments below. Down in the description below will be the phone number and our email. So you guys can reach out to us. You can send us videos. You can send us a voicemail. You can email us if you really want to, Mama. I don't really like reading a lot like that, but we'll figure it out, okay? That's expectations for the rest of this podcast. And yeah, we can't tell you guys too much, Maya, right?
Right. We can't tell them too much, but
we
just
gotta keep it under wraps.
And we're gonna drop the tea. We're gonna learn. We're gonna grow together, and I'm super excited to see what the rest of this podcast has to bring.
I'm so excited. Like, you guys don't even know. Excited. I've been wanting to make a pod for years. Maya has as well, and like, it's just. Love it. I'm so excited. Yes. And I'm really excited to hear from you, Fat Girl. Okay, yes. So don't be scared. If you want me to blur your name out or not say your name or anything like that, or show your face, we definitely will respect your privacy and boundaries because consent is everything, okay? And absolutely. So, yeah, make sure that you're saying Phat on purpose. And when I say fat, I mean what? Pretty healthy and thriving. Okay. I love you, mamas. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Wait.
Before you hang up,
follow us on TikTok and Instagram. And make sure you subscribe to our fucking new YouTube channel, On The Line Podcast. Because if you don't, that's not nice, okay? And I'm going to beat you up. That's not nice. We love fat girls who support other fat girls, okay? And make sure you drop your TikTok, your Instagram, your small business, whatever it is that you want people to support you, fat girl, in real life. Let us know down in the comments below. Bye.